Now the audio should be fixed. Sorry, I was speaking. I think you were not able to hear me. Hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Perfect. So yes, we are live. I hope you can see me and hear me now. Emerson Royal replacement. I think going someone like a Laporte or putting in DNA is a good option. Coutinho for Gundogan, and should we keep Antonio? Can Antonio hold? There are rumors for Antonio being having a knock and not being available apparently for tomorrow. We'll have to see. But Coutinho for Gundogan is something I wouldn't do. I would replace Gundogan with Foden if possible, or Rafinha. I'm not very confident of Coutinho for the minutes he'll play after the international break. So probably just hold on to that move. Should I remove Ronaldo for Sterling? I would do that honestly. Especially if you have Bruno after last week, I would do it. Any update on Dyer? Dyer is fit. Sterling or Foden? I think Sterling is the more explosive asset. I think he'll be the one who'll get you more points. Foden is more cheaper and long term. I think he'll be easier to handle in the team. Captain King or Cancelo? King. I don't see Sancho starting this. Apparently, he was not in training as well, so he went on to a few results. So there's no guarantee of him starting. Captain King and everyone, captain your double gaming player. I think it is worth taking a chance. The probability and the baseline is higher than all average players, so it's better to go for a double gaming player rather than taking a chance on a single gaming player. Despite the fact that single gaming players have good fixtures, I think the chance has to be taken on a double gaming player. Okay. Lot of questions. Okay, Ronaldo to King or Bernardo to Gray to Foden and Rafinha for a -4. If you have Dennis and Bruno, I think you can hold Ronaldo, play him, and do your Gray to Rafinha and Foden move. Rafinha, Coutinho, Saka or Madison for Mountain draft. I think Rafinha. Dennis or King? I'm going with King. I think penalties might sway it for me. If you're looking at just form, Dennis is the guy still. Yeah, the camera seems off. Yeah, the camera is off. Um, Wait, do you want me to switch on the camera? Yeah, I think you guys can see me as well. Uh, Now, hi Varun. Please, who to bring in for target? I think Dean looks like the obvious replacement for target if you're not getting in Laporte this week. Foden or Rafinha for Gray slash Gallagher at 6.2 in the bank. I think Foden is a priority move if you don't have a City player. With one free transfer left, Lamptey, Laporte, Trent, Cancelo, Region, and the entire team, I think out of all them, probably doubling up with Lamptey out probably or Region out to Laporte. You can do Bernardo out to Foden if possible as well. Foden is a priority move if you need City players. Yes, I think Sterling is equally good, but the problem with Sterling is he'll take up a lot of cash, and you will require that cash when United double in 25 to either get Bruno or Ronaldo. So it's better to go for the cheaper option, and it saves you a lot of funds. How you do not have Cancelo? No, I still don't have Cancelo. This has been the thing with me with premium defenders. I usually end up owning only one of them and not two. So this season is Trent. Uh, Virtual says have one free transfer to do which two transfers for a -4 hit. I think Ronaldo out or probably hang out to a King slash Dennis and Sundown to a Foden. That could be a move. You can do those moves. I think those are fine enough for this week, and next week then build on by removing ASR or Silva. Laporte or Diaz for Liverpool. I think Laporte. Bench Ramsdale over Foster. Yes, take a chances on the double gimmick players. You do not get double gimmick players easily. Bring King in for Ronaldo, Antonio, or DCL. Have Bruno. I think still bringing in for DCL makes more sense. I do not see. I maybe there's a bounce back with the new manager, but I don't see it sustaining over a long period of time. Bura to Rafinha or Foden if I have Kevin De Bruyne. I would go Rafinha. I think if you have Kevin De Bruyne, I think Rafinha is a great option to hold. He's averaged over one big chance involvement in the last 6 games per 90 minutes. So that's a great start to and a great player to own overall. Ronaldo or Watkins out for Dennis, or just stick with only King. Kind of what Dennis is to cover in case he hauls because I'm captain King. It depends on you. So you'll be more pushing yourself more into a wild card situation because the fixtures are not that great ahead for Watford. Two transfers left, Backward to Foster worth it. If you have extra transfers, yeah, probably go for it. Jainesh Rathod sent in a super chat saying replace one of Diaz, Alonso, Livramento, James to whom? James to I think Laporte without a doubt. If you don't want to get Laporte, if you have funds, get in Trent or Robertson. If not Trent, I think Robertson is a good placeholder for Liverpool's defense. I think so. James to Robertson is something I'll do. Uh, yes, can do Dine. I think I missed another super chat. Sagar has sent in a super chat saying Bernardo and Livramento out for Coutinho or Rafinha. Suggest a replacement for Rafinha. Madison, Bowen, Jota, Bernardo, Bruno, forward Dennis, Ronaldo, Gerrard. Minus 8 hit. I think if you're getting someone, I would still go for Rafinha as I suggest. And Livramento, depending on what your budget is, probably Laporte if you can double up on the City defense. And if you don't want to double, probably get in the cheapest Brighton defender because they have consecutive doubles coming up in 24. Or maybe just get in Lowton. Uh, I think this could be a good option if you're removing Livramento, either Brightman or someone like a Lowton. Or I think Taylor is not fit, but maybe then Lowton. Tarkowski if you can buy him. If you want to go cheap, Lowton, I think Burnley, even with the fact that they can't keep clean sheets, having those 2 points all even. I mean, they can keep a clean sheet against teams like Watford, so might as well take a chance there. Don't take minus 8. Yes, avoid minus 8. And I think it's unnecessary this week with the amount of fixtures we have. I already have Cancel and Laporte, so Bernardo out for Foden or midfielder from any team. I think you can still go Foden. Triple up City is not a bad idea. Also, need to factor in the fact that there are not a lot of games left to capture the City assets because eventually they'll start rotating once the league is done and dusted. Bruno Ronaldo preference for upcoming double game week. I think it's still Ronaldo. Personally, I would go to someone like a Bruno or a Greenwood. To be honest, Ronaldo has been very inconsistent. West Ham is a good fixture. West Ham are sixth in terms of headed chances conceded, headed attempts conceded. So I think there's a chance that Ronaldo comes to life this game week if he starts. But again, long term, I don't see him very consistent. Bernardo to Rafinha or Antonio to Dennis. Already have King Hope to captain. Also hearing some Dennis COVID rumors. The rumors are fake. There's nothing really reported till now. I think even I'm scrolling Twitter alongside, so there's nothing. Bernardo to Rafinha I would go Bernardo to Rafinha. For the only fact is that I don't want to double up on Watford unless you want to wild card out of it. Nehal has sent in a super chat saying Ronaldo to King captain and Trossard to Kevin De Bruyne or Raz. I think Raheem Sterling. If you want more minutes, Kevin De Bruyne is the guy, but I still think Raheem Sterling is the more explosive one. Better option up from City picks instead of Coutinho. Please answer. Apart from City, I think Rafinha, in my opinion, is the guy you want to get in now. Also, he's nailed down on penalties with Bamford not being back. Aspilicueta to I should Aspilicueta to cash or Dine in my opinion. Yeah. Best Sancho replacement. I have funds for anyone. I have Ronaldo. I think the City guys. I think Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne or Foden according to your future plans. Do I play Rashford or sell him for Sterling for a -4? I think sell him. Another reason why I want to sell in Ronaldo and I did sell in Ronaldo. So my moves are Ronaldo out and Watkins in. I took out Bernardo, Gordon, Foden, and the reason I sold Ronaldo is that uh, historically West Ham have gone very defensive in such games. I think if Suchek could make it to this game, which is a 50-50 chance, then I think it will be tough for United to break them down. Hang to King holding Ronaldo for this week. Should I get Foden or Jota for Sun for -4 because I already have Bernardo? I think Jota is fine, but it's not necessary. So if you want to avoid your -4 and have a bench, just do that. Just do the single move. Ronaldo greater than Bruno? No, I don't think so. Ronaldo to Bruno? Probably yes. Does it make sense to keep two City midfielders considering the Pep roulette? Yes, it makes sense. I would rather though keep two City defenders. I think the points are more in the defense than the attack. King and Dennis double up worth it. It is worth it. It could prove useful. I think Ranieri, the manager, wants them to gain points. This could be a good double game week where they get points. I'm looking forward to the Norwich game, especially because it's at home. You could be blessed with points, but you will have a problem next week. Get Rafinha for -extra 4 with extra funds, and if so, for which one? I don't think so. Extra -4 is required if you want him. Probably get him next week. Sagar, Backman or David, Dea, Dennis captain. Take a chance on Backman. I don't see him starting personally. Your David Dea will automatically come in. And Dennis captain, yes, 100%. Shuffled by Foden. Moura for Foden and James out for Laporte slash Trent. I think Trent. Moura to Foden, Trent, and Trent in for a -4 is a good move. Son to Kevin De Bruyne and Antonio to Dennis. Thoughts? I think it's a good move to buy, sell out Antonio with the knock news and everything, and Son to Kevin De Bruyne makes perfect sense. Parth is sent in his team transfer sessions. How about Bernardo to Foden and David Dyer to Foster? David Dyer to Foster seems like a very unnecessary move. Steele to Foster still makes sense to me. Uh, and if that is to fund Bernardo to Foden, probably find another way to fund Foden. I wouldn't do these moves. Path, I would genuinely not do that move. The other option is selling Cristiano Ronaldo or Antonio. Captain King or Dennis. I think King only because of the penalties. Ispita sent in a super chat saying David Dea, Foster, Lamptey, Alonso, Trent, Cancelo, Gallagher, Jota, Foden, Bruno, Bowen, Watkins, King, Antonio. Best moves, captain. I think uh, play Foster, Alonso, Trent, Cancelo. That's your back four. Play Jota, Foden, Bruno, Bowen. That's your midfield four. Actually, back three, midfield four. That's eight. And play Watkins, King, Antonio. I don't think you need a necessary move. You can just save your transfer if possible this week. If you want to, you can double up, going Davies out and Laporte, but I don't think there's a necessary move. Maybe Gallagher to Rafinha if you want to. Otherwise, I don't see a move there. It's a good team still. Just stick to it in my opinion. Best defender for under 5.4. I think it's still Dine for me, looking at the fixtures going ahead. Moura, Antonio, Lamptey, bench order. I think Antonio, Moura, and Lamptey. Ronaldo out for sure. No, there is a chance that he starts, and there is no guarantee that he is going to be not playing. So he was spotted in the training, as I put it out on the story as well. Foden in Madison, Mount, Rafinha bench one. If I had to bench one, I would bench Foden. Sorry, I would bench Mount. He hasn't been playing the best for us, and I don't even know if he'll start or not this game. Dennis captain or Kevin De Bruyne? Dennis. Uh, Play Gray or Alonso. I would play Alonso. Dennis or King have both captain who. If I had to, if you want to go differential, King again with the penalties is differential. If you want to go safe, Dennis is likely to be at a higher EO, and if you want to protect your rank, probably go Dennis. Is it risky to go without even one Watford attack? I think it's not risky. It's not the riskiest move, to be honest. Who to replace Bernardo with? Foden, I think. What do you think about Bruno to Kevin De Bruyne for free transfer? This week I would avoid, especially with the news of Bruno getting a double in 25. I would not take that move. Bruno De Bruyne was better in terms of every stat, but the fact that Bruno will get a double game week just sways it for me. I think it's Bruno if I had to pick someone. Bench Madison or Antonio. I would take a chance on Antonio if you have Bowen. So yeah, brother, please tell me, is this your end team? Are you going to change something? This is my final team. I'm not making any more changes. I've made my transfers already. This is how I'll be lining up for Game Week 23. Cancel or report double up. I think it's worth it. I think the points are there in the City defense. Is Ronaldo playing? There could be a chance that he plays. In my opinion, he's most likely to play or come off the bench. At least I don't see the neck injury being very serious. He was spotted in training. Ings or Watkins? I think Watkins. When it comes to rotation, Ings will be the one who will be dropped first. Who to sell first? Locadia, James, or Sancho? Sancho first, and for anyone you can, any City midfielder you can. If not City midfielder, go for it. Yeah. When you transfer out Ronaldo, I think you can hold him till 25. If not, sell him for whenever you want Salah back. Bench Antonio or Bowen or Gundogan or Ramsey. Thanks for your help. I'm currently second in the league. That's great. If I had to bench someone, I would bench Gundogan out of the lot. I don't know if Gundogan starts. Even if he starts, he might be playing deeper, which is a problem. Best striker under 5.8 long term. I have King and Broja. I think Broja is the only one long term who's the better option. You can stick with Pedro, but again, you don't want to go with three cheap forwards. You want to have a good one there. Tierney a good pick. He's a decent pick, with the fact that Arsenal blank is a problem. Sterling and Foden and De Bruyne, whoever you can afford, yes. Best striker and a 5.8, I answered that. Watkins or Dennis, replacement for a -4. Watkins or Dennis replacement, I don't think you need to replace them. Hold on to them, I think. Who to sell for? Alonso or Rudiger? Other will be on the bench. I would sell in Rudiger first. I think Alonso had the most shots in the last game as well against Brighton from Chelsea. In fact, involving both the teams. So probably hold on Alonso. Coutinho starts. He could start. There's no guarantee as of now. Chelsea and Arsenal blank soon, so it's probably time to sell them off and don't buy their players. Whom to sell for Rudiger or Emerson Royal or both for a -4? I think don't. There's no need to sell both for a -4. Royal to a Digne or a Laporte is fine. Hold on to Rudiger for another move. If you don't have a bench, then prioritize Rudiger because he blanks next one 25 and 27. Ronaldo or Bernardo Silva who to bench? If Bernardo Silva is your only City player, I think actually you can't. But the fact that Ronaldo is on penalties just moves it away. So you probably will have to bench Bernardo Silva. Which Villa player as a priority pick? Digne, Cash, Watkins, Ings, Coutinho. If Coutinho starts this one, then Coutinho. Otherwise, I would prioritize Watkins and Digne. Foden or Rafinha? Foden, in my opinion. Trent, Cancelo, Davies, or should I bring Digne/Laporte for James to replace Davies? I think Laporte. I think Laporte should be priority to replace James or Davies, whoever you want to replace first. Who to start? Martinelli or Gray? Martinelli. Will Mate play? Unlikely. Looks like a muscle injury. He might not be available. Bench Mount or DCL? I would bench Mount this week. Who would you prefer, Jota or Foden or for Son? Already have Silva. I would still prefer Jota. I would still prefer Foden. The fact that eventually Jota will be rotation risk now. Firmino is back and 27 Jota blanks. So that's something on the mind. Digne or Walker? I think Digne. Team is Davida, Bowen, Bruno Gallagher, Antonio Dennis. Your thought looks decent. I think there's no major changes required in the team. First bench, Region or Dallo? Dallo. I think Dallo starts. No funds for Bernardo to Foden. -4 hit required. Uh, no with -4 hit as well. Go for Rafinha instead of Foden for Bernardo or do Antonio to Foden? I think go for Rafinha this week and figure out Foden next week. Play two out of Rudiger, Alonso, Region, and Brownhill. Probably Alonso and Region. Just split the risk in it. Coutinho, Mope, Cody Kilman. To start, pick any two. I think Mope, Coutinho. Join the stream just now. What should be the points to be considered? I think it's you can just go back in the stream. I think it's still captain your double game week players and prioritize them. Play Ramsdale or Foster. Mount versus Jota. Whom to start? I think Jota. Madison out to Foden in. I'm not sure if Madison form and City rotation would be a good move or not. Madison is in form. I wouldn't take out Madison at this stage of the game. At least when he's in the best of form in the last couple of years. So I wouldn't take that chance. I think hold Madison if you have. ESR or Region? I think ESR. Start Lamptey or Kufal? Lamptey. Should I play Antonio and Watkins and bench ESR? No. If I had to bench one, I would bench Antonio and play ESR. Burnley could be very easy for us. Yes. My friend Parth is your biggest fan. He's even your wallpaper. that's that's great. I don't think so. He's doing that, but yeah, can understand where it's coming from. Whom to bench and start? Bernardo Silva or Dallo? I will start Bernardo Silva and bench Dallo. Should we remove Ronaldo? And with his alternatives, also must miss that we must have. Next week, Salah is must again. You should have a City midfielder, aim for it at least, and if Rafinha is possible, him or Madison, either of them, in my opinion. Remove Ronaldo, I think if you can, yes. And it will send a super chat. Rafinha or Sterling, chance of Sterling starting two back-to-back game weeks. The chances are very high, especially with Mahrez not available. But the only reason you can go for Sterling if you plan, but don't plan to sell him off in the next two. I think he should play the Norwich game at least, till the Norwich game at least. If you can do that, I think Sterling is a good option. Start Watkins or Antonio. I think Watkins. I think Everton have looked really poor. Who to replace Bernardo if I have Foden too? Rafinha. Start Lamptey or Kufa. Lamptey play Davide or Foster. Foster again. Have said this a couple of times. Foster, you have to start playing your double game week keeper. He most likely will start. I start skimming through news as well if there's any uh, in terms of early kickoff news. 6 minutes to go. Yes, bench one Mount, Dini or Gray or bench Mount. Ramsey for Gray for -4. I would not do that. I have King. I would not do that. And I have King, Ronaldo, and Kane. Shall I bring in Dennis? There is no need. I don't think there's a necessary need. Mount to Foden or roll the transfer. I would do Mount to Foden. I would genuinely do Mount to Foden. Antonio versus Bernardo. I think Bernardo. Is Ron to Kane -4 a necessity? Not a necessity, but I don't think it's a bad move. Rafinha and Laporte for -4. I would do it actually. I would take a chance. Start Madison or Tierney or Watkins. I would start Madison. I know that Duffy is not available, Dunk is not available, so Brighton could, and with the form Madison is, I would take a chance. Is Triple City and Triple Liverpool the way to go after Salah returns? No, it's not the way to go. I think double Liverpool is fine. Triple City is a way to go, but beyond Gimmick 30, I don't think is the way. Probably you will have to load off your City guys. Foster in for a -4, I wouldn't do it. Broja or Region on first up Broja, I think. Bench Antonio or Bowen? Antonio. I wouldn't bench Bowen with the form he is in. Bowen or Lacazette? I would play Lacazette first. I would play both of them. If possible, bench someone else. But Lacazette on the two. Lacazette has the easier fixture. Have two free transfers: King to Antonio, Coutinho to and Gray, and Laporte to Livra for a -4. I would do it. Coutinho, I'm not sure. I would still take in Rafinha, but your call at the end. Uh, Replacement for Duffy, I think Weltman. If not, you can go for someone like a Lowton. I think there are a lot of double game weeks coming up for him. 5 minutes left, guys. Probably want to start finalizing your captains and vice captain. The site is prone to getting crashed. Whom to bench, Rudiger or Antonio? I think Rudiger. Bench Bowen or Watkins? I would bench Watkins. How do I get in Salah? I still keep Bruno for 25. You will have to manage your funds. Now in my team, I can sell off Antonio to someone like a Mope, and I will have funds enough to move Jota to a Salah. So we'll have to make funds for him. Lacazette or Antonio? Lacazette. Rudiger or White? I think bench Rudiger. Should I start Region? If you don't have a better option, yes, you should start Region. I'm looking at anything, if any news possible there. If there's any news available. There's very likely news that there is a mixed news coming on Villa, but there could be a double game week for them next week. But Ben Crellin does feel that it's very unlikely that they get a double next week. King, Ronaldo, Foden, who to captain? I think King. With the risk, I still Dennis is only double game week player making captain. Yes. Tierney or Rudiger? I think bench Rudiger. Play two of Gallagher, Saka, and Bowen. You still don't have Cancelo. Yes, I still don't have Cancelo. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to fund him in, so I won't be, especially with the double game players coming up. Lucas or Gray? I think Lucas. Fred Williams, Livramento bench order. I think that's a decent bench order. King in for DCL or Antonio for long term as well. Already have Bowen. I think for DCL. Mount to Foden or Rafinha. Already have Silva. I think I will still get in Foden, prioritize, and next week maybe Bernardo to Rafinha. Lamptey, Laporte, Cancelo, Trent, Region. Defense changes. I don't think there is necessary changes required. Gray, Region, Antonio. Choose one. Antonio. Alonso, Region, one on the bench. I would bench Region, play Alonso. Alonso has a record against for scoring against Tottenham. Mope or Rudiger, who to bench? I would bench in Rudiger. Take a chance on Mope. Captain, King or Dennis? I'm going with King. I think if you want to go safe, Dennis is the safer option. King is the more explosive option if you're chasing rank. Yes, ideally it's set a double game week captain, guys. That's the best piece of advice for this game week. There's 2 minutes left. Go set your captain and vice captain. I don't think so. You should be waiting for the last minute. Who to start? Cash, Antonio, or Region? I think Antonio. Alonso or Gray? Who to bench? Bench Gray. Uh, Taking a punt on DCL this week. They can have a managerial bounce. Hopefully, they don't because I have two Villa assets. Alonso or Lowton? I think Lowton going ahead. Bring in King. I have Dennis already. There's no requirement. I think stick to one. Unless you want a wildcard next week, you can. Gray, Salah to Coutinho, De Bruyne for a -4. Maybe Rafinha, De Bruyne, I think. But Salah, I don't think you need to sell Salah ahead of the fact that he'll be coming back next week. I don't think so. You should be doing that. Captain Cancelo, Dennis Trent. Dennis. Antonio or Madison. Madison. Trossard or Digne. Trossard. My bank has around 4.4 million in the bank. So that's there. Ronaldo bench. No, don't bench him if you have him, play him. Don't bench him. Start Watkins or Ronaldo? Ronaldo. Bring in King. I have already Dennis. No requirement. Coutinho, Watkins, in cash, Digne. I think Watkins, Digne, and Coutinho in that order. Saint Maximin, good option. He's a decent option. He's not a best option, to be honest. Bruno to Sterling for a -8. Avoid. And I think that is it. I think it is 12. There's few seconds left. Last couple of questions. Yup, it's there. It's time. I don't have the news. I don't have any news apart from that. Trossard or Digne? Trossard. Yup, it's deadline. It's deadline. Watkins to ASM for funds. Probably not this week. Hold Watkins and see next week. If they don't have a double game week, then you can reassess. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is it. This is the team I'm going in with this double game week. Foster, Trent, Cash, Alonso, Bowen, Fernandes, Jota, Foden, Antonio, Watkins, King, captain with the double game week. Moura or Gallagher, I would hold on to Moura. And 24 is the game week. Salah will be back. I think that's the week that is when he's back. So yes, for everyone watching, do leave a like for us doing the stream even the worst of times, and do subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please. It really helps us pushing our content to other people. You took a -4 this time. Yes, I did, because I'm getting a double game week. I can make it up very easily. Yes, thank you everyone for joining the stream. I will wrap it up soon because how do I offload Foden? You don't need to offload Foden. I think you hold on to Foden. Offload Bernardo if possible. Bernardo is a sell, yes, again. I have Sterling. If you have Bernardo, I would sell him for Rafinha if you have two City players next week. And especially if Rafinha has a double game week or maybe Coutinho has a good double game week, I would sell it for them. For 24, Ronaldo to Salah or Antonio to Salah. I would do Antonio to Salah if possible because Ronaldo will have a double in 25. Thanks, Jainam, if that's how they pronounce her name. Great replacements. I think there are few replacements. I'm waiting for Cornet to come back. Once Cornet is back, I think he's the optimal replacement for anyone around the 5 million bracket, 5 million, 6 million bracket. Is it good time to have Salah, Kevin De Bruyne next week? Yes, it's a good time to have De Bruyne in your team, and Salah, yes, once he's back, you need to have him. Do you retain CR7 for double? Already have Davide and Bruno, but that means no Salah for that period. I don't think so. You need to. I think sell Ronaldo to fund in Salah. Last game, change captain from Bruno to King at 11:59. Unfortunate. It was really unfortunate if you change your captain from Bruno to King at 11:59. I just brought in Foden. Some people this is offloading him. No, I don't think so. You need to offload them perfectly. I bought in Foden this week. Are we the only ones who haven't owned Cancel all season? I think we're the only ones who haven't owned Cancel. Had no piece of his points. What to do with Chelsea defense? I think sell. I brought in Kamara. Do you think it's a differential? It was with Livramento free transfer. I think it's not a differential. I don't see a lot of prospect there. I already have Laporte and Cancelo. Do I remove Foden in the future? I don't think so. You need to. Rudiger and Mount on the bench? Yes. On that note, we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining the stream. It was good streaming again this week. And there's an international break coming up, so we won't be streaming for a while now. CR7 to who next week, and then upgrade Mount to Salah. I think if Watkins has a double game week, Watkins is the obvious choice. On that note, we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys. This is FPTF signing off. Cheers.